and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's your boy Mozhawk, and I'm cruising through the canyons right now, and I want to talk about the Meg the Stallion situation. I know I'm a week late. Sue me. I work in riding as a hobby. Anyway, so Miss Meg the Stallion was injured by her boyfriend Tory Lanez in the foot with what they call a pew-pew. I'm gonna call it a pew-pew, or a lead pushing apparatus. Because YouTube is ran by a female and they don't have common sense or anything like that anymore, and the company is going in the tubes, I have to be politically correct, and I have to say nice things in nice ways, and I can't be very direct or use any profanity, because Susan Wojcicki is a horrible person who probably should delete herself. Anyway, I digress. I am trying to be more PC or politically correct so my videos can be showed. Anyway, back to Meg the Stallion. Meg the Stallion decided that she was going to date a man who put off the perception of being a dangerous person, right? Meg the Stallion is the type of typical black woman who likes to date men who are deemed by society as not only less than favorable, but as dangerous. She likes thugs. And the entertaining part to me is that Meg the Stallion was injured by one of these thugtavious gentlemen, by one of these criminal frame presenting people, Tory Lanez, her boyfriend, after she attacked him, tried to harm him, and he defended himself with a mechanical apparatus. And then she got on Instagram and complained about it. I personally do not like this. I don't like the fact that a woman, and especially black women in America, they get to complain about the men that they date, right? Black women in America have the biggest problem with taking accountability for the things that they do. They have zero accountability. They have been told that they are strong, that they are independent, that black girl power and all the rest of that crap. It is BS. Because Meg the Stallion got on Instagram and cried because the man that she chose to give her body and her attention to, her physical attention, aka that box, she chose to give that to a man who she knew was dangerous, who she knew was less than favorable, and then she said that black women aren't protected. I'm here to tell you as a black man that black women in America are not only very protected, but there are a lot of black men right now in prison from trying to protect uneducated, unintelligent women like Meg the Stallion. This hits home for me because I can tell you that there are a lot of black men who are in prison because their sister or some other female that was close to them was messing with a man like Tory Lanez, just like Meg the Stallion did, and they went and you know, the woman in the situation was accosted in some way, assaulted in some way, harmed or wronged in their opinion in some way by that man, and a young black man actually took action to protect that woman, and he's now in prison. You know what, let me stop speaking in cryptic. Let me tell you the real story. So I had an ex-girlfriend, and let me tell you, black girl, piece of work, and she was every stereotype that you can think, from loud, obnoxious, violent, whatever. She was dating this guy. And what happened was she had a cousin who was dealing with the wrong type of guy. And the wrong type of guy decided to take the wrong type of action, aka he put hands on her. And that good black man, who was the ex-boyfriend of my ex-girlfriend, took out a pew-pew and decided that he was going to teach this man a lesson. And that guy ended up in flipping, not the other F word, flipping because YouTube, flipping prison. And that's kind of how I ended up with the girl, which is horrible, but life is life, right? So the guy ends up in prison because he wants to defend a black woman who made the wrong decision on who she wanted to give her body to, aka a perfect Meg Thee Stallion clone situation. This man is still rotting in a jail cell because he wanted to protect a black woman who did not care about who she gave her body to. She wanted to date a thug. She wanted to date a gangster. She wanted to date a Pookie and Ray Ray. And when she finally got what she wanted, what she was looking for, the end result was her being assaulted and another black man ending up in jail. So when Meg Thee Stallion came out and made those comments on Instagram and cried about how black women aren't protected, I was very upset. I was very upset personally as a man, and especially as a black man, because I have seen with my own two eyes what happens when a black man sticks his neck out to protect a black woman who wants to deal with a man like Tory Lanez. Women like Meg Thee Stallion decide that it's okay for them to deal with horrible men, for them to deal with men who don't have their best interests at heart and who don't care about them. And when a good black man, a black man who feels the need to protect, when a man like that steps up to the plate to do what he thinks is right to protect that black woman, he ends up in prison. He ends up in jail for trying to do what Meg Thee Stallion just said and protect black women. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to everybody out there, I don't care who you are, when you're watching this, I need you to understand something. Who a person chooses to deal with, be in a relationship with, give their body to, like Meg Thee Stallion did, when a person makes those choices, they are that person's own choices. It is not any good black man's job to protect a black woman who dates a thug. It's never going to be his job, because that woman makes her own choices. That woman chooses to be with somebody. And never at any point in time, and this view is beautiful, I don't think y'all can see it, and never at any point in time should you ever as a person take another person's decisions and decide that those decisions are going to be yours to correct, protect, or be in front of. AKA, no, you don't need to protect a woman just because she looks like you. You don't need to protect a woman, period, because feminism has showed you that women are equal. That whole protection stuff is gone. What I'm trying to tell you guys is that today, with the laws that are in place, with the police force that is in place, with everything that is in place, it is no man's job, it is nobody's job to protect another person. Like, it's not a black man's job to protect black women, because that same black chick who saw, and this is from my personal experience, remember the story of the guy who's still rotting in jail? She went and hopped on top of me. She didn't care about that dude who was going to defend her cousin with a tool of sorts. She didn't care about that guy. That guy's rotting in jail, and he was just another Passover. And the girl went to me. So understand that every time you hear any type of woman, like anytime you hear a Meg Thee Stallion talk about how she's not protected, understand that your protection and your action to do what's best for her is not going to end up being what's best for you. It's not your job to protect somebody who doesn't deserve protection or respect. It's not your job to fix somebody else's choices. Alright? Alright guys, a little bit of a serious moto vlog, but I'm going to end this one here. If you are not riding, start riding. If you are riding, keep riding. Peace.